Welcome everybody back to the Real Galveston Boy TCDN Network, the Chaotic Dice Network, and the original the Red Pill Society, and Lo-Fi Bait and Tackle, which is since I'm disabled, I thought I could make baits at one time, but I need to come up with the money to buy all the equipment to see how much I can do. But anyways, uh, check the link tcdneocities.org if you want to support any of my projects to help me make money to stop being a drain on my family because I'm not a drain on the government because I don't have no food stamps, no social security check because of all the fraud, even though I'm fully disabled and supposed to get my own money out of there. Anyways, links below. All right, today we're going to be talking about Jesse on Fire. He asked for a response or a possibility because he can't see any good reason why Trump mentioned that we had 4 weeks left of reserve oil and he couldn't figure out anything. And I have a quick speculation on the subject. Hopefully, everybody's hearing me fine. Tweak the mic a little more. I don't know. I won't know until I'm done with this recording. So, in the meantime, let's get started. All right, Mr. Jesse, let's go.
I'll go into, but appreciate you, dude. I don't like it's like I'm like, oh, this is super smart of the president to say. They're like, they're gonna be so angry. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, all I want to know, like, if somebody really has a genuine dispute of the primary piece of data that I'm sharing in this thing, like, tell me what that is. If you think that Trump was supposed to say that there was 4 weeks of emergency reserves left, then tell me what the strategy was.
I got you, fool. All right. So, let me bring this up. All right. So, I'm Texan. We're 41% of the GDP of oil product producing or refining happens. I've worked in the oil field for many years, doing all the turnarounds. How I became a crane operator after I left the medical field of anesthesiology and so on and so forth. So I've got a lot of knowledge in this firsthand. Uh, so crude oil, so the thick stuff, real nasty thick stuff, has got to be refined before you can turn it into gas, oil, butane. It's called side drawing. So if you imagine a big tower, and as the let's just call them fumes, it's chemicals, but as the fumes are side drawed into this tower, each level from bottom to top has a different temperature. And at those temperatures, certain chemicals are drawn out. That's why it's called side draw. That's how you get your diesel, your gasoline, uh, your kerosene or diesel kerosene, gasoline, butane, and so on and so forth, all the way to the lightest one at the top. And so where you draw it off at is what chemical you're getting for transportation. Then you cool it back down in a condenser unit, and the condenser unit turns it back into a liquid, and then the liquid is cooled back down so it can go into trucks, and then trucks take and deliver it. Okay, so that's well, you have a storage unit in between that. But anyways, so that's how the process works. So crude oil comes around the world from all over. It comes to a lot in Texas, but to our oil refineries, we refine it into the coker. So coker and is what it's called when it gets at the unit. Comes in on ships in coker. And so coker is refined, heated. It turns into a sludge, a tar sludge, uh, but it's powder at first. Turns into a tar sludge. Then it's of course heated up with other chemicals are put in there to heat it up and extract the side draw process. But anyway, so if we only have 4 weeks left of reserve crude oil, what would happen and why he would say this is directly related to what's been happening over there in the Middle East with Iran. But at the start of the war, we asked these other countries that you see on this list here, some of these countries that you see on this list here, uh, that we need, come help, open the strait up. And they were like, nah, it's not affecting us. We're going to fight you basically against it. Uh, so what's Trump doing is setting up the stage of saying that, because he needs the people around the world that once we refine the oil, we ship it out. We are one of the largest people to ship that product back out for you to have diesel, for you to have gasoline, for your lighters to have butane, okay, for and kerosene and all that other stuff that runs your factories and your power plants, right? So, in your cars and vehicles. So we refine it and then ship it back over. Y'all don't have the refining capability, so y'all ship the crude stuff, coker, over to us, and we refine it and we ship it back out. Now, what happens with if we run out is the countries that didn't help us out are going to be some of the first ones that does not get product shipped back out to them. We'll keep it for ourselves or sell it to other countries, but mainly we'll keep it for ourselves to so that we have. It might be expensive. Yes, I'm not talking about prices right now, but we'll keep it for ourselves here in America, and they'll do without. And then they'll realize through the consequences of not having any shipments coming in, because one of the largest exporters of 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 crude oil after it's been refined. So who's going to feel the pinch more? The people who doesn't have any at all, or Americans who now hold it for ourselves and we can't ship it to you anymore, but we have to pay higher prices, but at least we have it. See, that's why he said it out loud. He needs the people who purposefully are hurting the Iran Strait, the Strait of Hormuz over there, to understand that when we run out of fuel, and so when he next states that, hey, we're not shipping to y'all no more, we're keeping it for ourselves until this situation is done, the world is going to hurt and realize their mistake. They're going to be like, oh crap. Because even China, so it's not like they can go, oh, let's China. No, even China ships to us. Look at this. Look at this. Netherlands, Mexico, China, and South Korea. While the U.S. is the world's largest oil producer, it exports crude oil globally, with European and Asian markets serving as the largest. The top destination for U.S. oil and petroleum exports. Petroleum is that side draw I was telling you all about. So your diesel, kerosene, and so on and so forth. Anyways, the Netherlands, Mexico, Canada, China, South Korea, India, those places are going to be hurting. And even more, I mean, we think about where, the UK gets theirs from. If these places here doesn't have none because we stop and we keep it for ourselves during this time, we only produce for ourselves and we don't export anymore, then those places lose a big chunk. And so they'll stop exporting. And that's a chain reaction. It will always lead back to the people who didn't help us out at the Strait of Hormuz. So there you go, Jesse on Fire. I like you. You're a little conspiratorial. You're not a good channel for people who aren't smart enough to think for themselves. But you do ask good questions. You just follow answers wrong, for lack of a better way. Anyways, there you go, Jesse on Fire. Leave a comment down below. Please hit that thumbs up and support the channel. Leave a comment. Please read the description below. Let me get this out the way. Let me come over here. Pull this up. Don't forget to subscribe and get your all. Don't forget to hit your like button. And follow Jesse on Fire. And you'll have fun. Thank y'all again for everything y'all have done, all the support. Thanks again to the supporter who sent me 150. The mic is supposed to be here tomorrow on the 26th, so it only got delayed for a day so far. Hopefully that's true. And so I'd like to say love y'all in Galveston. Have a great day. Oh, I put the copyright stuff on here, even though it's DRM free, and I put it where I bought it from and everything. If y'all like this song, or and maybe possibly electronic music from this artist, go check them out on qobuz.com. And Y'all have a good day.